The actors are in place, and we will say, here are Karen Taylor as Ruth Condomine and Marianne Koblenz as Madame Arcati in Act 2, Scene 3, adaptation of the play Blithe Spirit by Noël Coward. Action.
Oh, my dear Mrs. Condomine, I came as soon as I got your message.
Oh, that was so kind of you.
Kind? Nonsense. Kindness had nothing to do with it. I consider this an outing.
Well, I'm so very glad.
Oh, I find this room very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I noticed it the other night when I was here.
I'm profoundly disturbed, Madame Arcati, and I need your help.
Aha, I thought as much.
Well, it's most awfully difficult to explain.
Facts first, explanations afterwards.
Well, it's the facts that are so difficult. They're so fantastic.
Come on, take the plunge. Out with it. You've been hearing strange noises in the night, no doubt. Boards creaking, doors slamming, subdued moaning in the hallways. Is that it?
No, I'm afraid it isn't.
Oh, no sudden gusts of cold wind, I hope.
Oh, no, it's way worse than that.
Well, I'm all attention.
Okay, I know this sounds idiotic, but the other night, during the séance, something happened.
Aha, I knew it. It was probably a poltergeist. Oh, they can be enormously cunning. Sometimes they lie still for hours.
Madame Arcati, you know my husband was married before.
Well, I've heard it mentioned.
Well, his first wife, Elvira, died comparatively young.
Died? Where?
Here, in this house, in this very room.
I'm beginning to see daylight.
Well, she was convalescing after pneumonia, and one evening she started to laugh helplessly at a TV show, and she died of a heart attack.
She materialized that evening after I had gone.
Oh, no, but to my husband.
Why, that's splendid, splendid. Oh my, that's wonderful.
From your own professional standpoint, I can see how it might be regarded as a major achievement.
Oh, a triumph, my dear, nothing more or less than a triumph. Oh,
but from my own personal point of view, you must see, to say the least, it's embarrassing.
Oh, at last, a genuine materialization.
Madame Arcati, please sit down again.
Why, who could sit down at a time like this? It's tremendous. I haven't had this much success since the Sudbury case. Oh,
nevertheless,
wonderful.
Nevertheless, I must insist upon you sitting down and controlling your natural exuberance. I fully appreciate your pride and your achievement, but I would like to point out that it has placed me in a horrible situation, and it is all your fault.
Forgive me, Mrs. Condomine. I have been abominably selfish. How can I help you?
How? By sending her back immediately to wherever she came from, of course.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Oh, do you mean she might stay here indefinitely?
Well, it's hard to say. It depends largely upon her.
Oh, but my dear Madame Arcati.
Now,
surely.
Where is she now?
Oh, my husband drove her into town. Apparently she was anxious to see an old friend of hers at the Grand Hotel.
Interesting. Well, if you will forgive a formality, I shall have to make a report to the Psychic Research Society.
Oh, I'd be very much obliged if no names are mentioned.
Oh, the report will be confidential.
You know, it's a small village. Gossip is most undesirable.
Oh, I quite understand. Now, you say she was visible only to your husband.
Yes.
Visible only to husband. Audible too?
No,
I presume.
extremely audible.
Extremely audible. And your husband was devoted to her?
Believe so.
Devoted husband?
It was supposedly a very happy marriage.
Oh, tut tut, Mrs.
I
Condomine.
beg your pardon.
How long ago did she pass over?
7 years ago.
Aha! She must have been on a waiting list.
Waiting list.
Why, yes, by now she would be beyond the materialization stage. She must have put herself down for a return visit, which she never could have accomplished unless there was a very strong influence at work.
I mean, do you mean to say that Charles, my husband, wanted her back all that much?
Possible. Or her own determination.
Well, that sounds entirely more likely.
Now, would you say she was a woman of strong character?
Oh, I don't know, Madame Arcati. I never met her, nor am I interested in how or why she got here. I'm solely concerned with the question of how to get her away from here again as soon as possible.
I sympathize fully with you, Mrs. Condomine, and I assure you I will do anything in my power to help you. But at the moment, I fear there are no great hopes.
But I always understood there was a way to exorcise ghosts, some sort of ritual.
I believe the decline of faith in the spirit world is causing grave concern.
Has it indeed?
There was a time, you know, when a mere drop of holy water could send even a poltergeist scampering, but not any longer.
Be that as it may, Madame Arcati, I must beg you to do your utmost to dematerialize my husband's first wife as soon as possible. Please.
The time has come for me to admit to you, frankly, Mrs. Condomine, I haven't the faintest idea how to go about it.
Do you mean to sit there and tell me that after mischievously conjuring this spirit or ghost or whatever she is, and placing me in this hideous position, you're unable?
Have been a professional since I was a child. Amateur is a word I cannot tolerate.
Well, it seems to me to be the very height of amateurness to conjure malicious spirits and not be able to get rid of them again.
I was in a trance. Anything could happen when I'm in a trance.
Well, all I can suggest is that you go into another trance as soon as possible and get that damn woman out of my house.
I cannot go into a trance on a moment's notice. It takes hours of preparation, in addition to which I must be extremely careful.
Oh, you have to do something.
I shall make a report to the Psychic Research Society at the earliest possible moment.
Will they be able to do something?
I doubt it.
Oh,
I imagine they would send an investigating committee and there would be questioning and wall tapping and mumbo jumbo, and they would have a conference and you'd probably have to go to the city to testify.
this is just too humiliating. It really is.
Please don't upset yourself, Mrs. Condomine. There's nothing to be gained by upsetting yourself.
Well, that's very fine for you to say. You don't seem to have the faintest realization of my position.
Well, try to look on the bright side.
Bright side? If your husband's first wife suddenly appeared from the grave and came to live in the house with you, do you think you'd be able to look on the bright side?
I resent your tone, Mrs. Condomine. I really do.
Well, you most decidedly have no right to. You are responsible for this whole horrible situation.
Kindly remember that I came here on your own invitation.
On my husband's invitation.
I did what I was asked to do, to give a séance, to contact spirits on the other side. I had no idea there was an ulterior motive involved.
Ulterior motive?
Well, your husband was obviously very eager to contact his former wife.
Oh.
Now, if I'd known that beforehand, I probably would have spoken to you.
No. He wasn't trying to get in touch with anyone. The whole thing was planned to get material for a mystery story he's writing about a homicidal medium.
I to assume that I was invited here
Oh,
in a spirit of mockery?
oh no, not at all. He merely wanted to get some notes of some of the tricks of the trade.
Tricks of the trade? Unthinkable. I have never been so insulted in my entire life. I fear we have nothing more to say to each other, Mrs. Condomine.
Oh,
Goodbye.
oh no. Please, please don't go, Madame Arcati. Please, please.
Your attitude from the outset has been most unpleasant, Mrs. Condomine. Some of your remarks have been outrageous in the extreme. And I should like to say, without umbrage, that if you and your husband were foolish enough to tamper with the unseen for paltry motives and in a spirit of ridicule, whatever happens to you is your own fault. Oh, and to coin a phrase, you can stew in your own juice.
Oh. Oh, damn! Damn! Damn!
Scene. All right, doing good.